Rolls and rolls on its inside, and High Road on its outside to lead. Meloray's away quickly. She raced up on the outside of High Road early. Perfect Ace gets the third. Let's have a look for Pulaski. He settles down sixth out of the straight and one off the fence as Meloray on the outside can't cross High Road. Perfect Ace gets to third. Rolls and rolls fourth. 4 metres away, Satin Silhouette on the outside of Michael Blue Chip, followed by Pulaski, who's now 4 back on the outside. In behind them came My Friendly Guy, followed by Rothcliffe. Second last 6 metres away, Constantine, and Herberton dropped out to last at the 1500 and pulling out now 3 wide as Satin Silhouette. It raced up on the outside within a metre of High Road as they're about to work off the top turn the first time, and now Pulaski, he's asked to do something early.
We have a race clash here because his Ascot about to come up, race 7.
Frivolous Boy and Baraka were best away, and Berry had the veteran Baraka in front at the end of a furlong. Going forward, Vain and Dapper, wider out, Cantab the middle, Frivolous Boy the rail. Right around them, Pearl Island, Gavin John, wider out, then Winning Wave, a length on Sam Torma, Fiery Water, a length away Flying Draw, and a couple to San Mosa, the baby of the field, and he's last of all. To the Swan River side they go, just over 1200 out, and the veteran Baraka. Berry arches over his big black neck, a length on Vain and Dapper. Cantab third, Gavin John wider out around Pearl Island, a length on Frivolous Boy, Winning Wave, one Sam Torma, Fiery Water, then came Flying Draw, and San Mosa whipped him in. 900 to go, down the side they race, and Berry up tempo on Baraka, keeping them on the march, about a length and a half. Vain and Dapper working around the outside of Cantab, Gavin John, a half Pearl Island, one Sam Torma, Breathing Fire, then Frivolous Boy, Winning Wave, Flying Draw's about to go, Fiery Water dropping back, and 2.5 San Mosa. Inside the 600 they come, and Baraka a length on Vain and Dapper. Cantab a perfect run, one Gavin John, Sam Torma wound up by O'Donnell, then Flying Draw, Winning Wave, Frivolous Boy, Pearl Island, Fiery Water, Forget San Mosa around the bend, and Berry made every post a winner on Baraka, led past the 200, a couple to Cantab, Vain and Dapper, Gavin John, and then Winning Wave, Sam Torma doing nothing. Baraka got away from them. Down the outside is Gavin John, then Cantab. Baraka stopping, Gavin John getting to him. Baraka in front, and Baraka saw it out and won. A half length on Gavin John, a length and a half Cantab third over Flying Draw. Vain and Dapper, Sam Torma did nothing. Then Frivolous Boy, Winning Wave, Fiery Water, Pearl Island, and San Mosa last of all.
Righto, folks. Well, there is that race there, 1, 10 and 2 there. We've got a traffic jam coming up. We've got a replay coming for you from Moonee Valley on the first there. They're just about set to go up Maitland, and they're in the pre-race formation there at Maitland. In the cricket, it's no wicket for 10 after 5 India, chasing 233.
Blue light flashing, they're off and running in the Burton Clive Greedy Memorial, and Cash to Spare went to the lead from out wide. Native Magic, they were followed by Sunny View, Tidy Buckles, Takara Prince. In behind them, Peppy Dillon being followed along then. At this stage of the event by one moving up around the outside. Postal Bid from Gary's Idol, Hidden Extras, and 112 was trailing. The pace fairly solid as they travelled down the back, about 1300 out, and the leader in the event was Sunny View. Going up to it now was Tidy Buckles, followed by Takara Prince and Native Magic together. In behind those was Cash to Spare, Gary's Idol going up on the inside of Peppy Dillon. They were followed by Postal Bid, Hidden Extras, and last of all was 112. Short of a lap and a quarter to travel as they make the run around the home turn, and Tidy Buckles has kicked away about 3-2 Sunny View, followed then by Native Magic, Takara Prince. In behind those at this stage, Gary's Idol from Cash to Spare, Peppy Dillon in behind them, Postal Bid, and last of all 112. At the bell, one circle of the course to travel, and Tidy Buckles the leader. 2 lengths to the good of Native Magic. Sunny View next from Takara Prince, Gary's Idol. Cash to Spare on the outside of it from Hidden Extras, Poppy Dillon. Second last, Postal Bid, and 112 was trailing. Down the back, 500 to travel, and still the leader was Tidy Buckles. Going up to it now, Native Magic. Takara Prince pulled out to make its run. They were followed then by Peppy Dillon, Sunny View. Moving up nicely now was Postal Bid in advance of Cash to Spare, Gary's Idol. Hidden Extras at 112. They raced to the corner, 350 out, and Native Magic the leader. Takara Prince trying hard to peg it back, followed then by Tidy Buckles, Peppy Dillon in behind them, Postal Bid, and last of the main division, Hidden Extras, but around the corner, Native Magic first to swing. Takara Prince coming at it on the outside. Peppy Dillon Brisbane putting in its claim. Native Magic in front. Takara Prince and Pepe Dillon's not going to pick it up, and Native Magic wins the Memorial. Second home in the event was Takara Prince. Postal Bid third, followed then by Pepe Dillon, Hidden Extras, Tidy Buckles, Gary's Idol. A long way back to Cash to Spare, 1-1-2, and Sunny View last in.
Right, 5-1-9, they're race 3, Maitland. 5-1 and 9 with Native Magic over 1, Takara Prince, and number 9, Postal Bid, 5-1-9 on the third race at Maitland. Now, the favourite still is number 4 there in Brisbane, showing around about 7-2. Now, let's have a look at the board there. 15-1 for Waiparam, 15-2 for Childwood Dale, Lightning Tiff showing at 50s. Then we have the next one, which is Born to Star, currently showing 7-2. Now into 5-2 it is for Born to Star. 5 Magnum Magic is at 7-2, 4-1 for number 6. Down to number 8 at 4-1, which is Franco Adam. They're the major changes, race 1 at Albion Park. Folks, sorry about the delay as we take it out of Moonee Valley for the replay of race number 1.
Out of the straight they race towards the 800. It's Pulaski on the outside about to join High Road. At the 700 metres they're matching strides now. Perfect Ace the leader's back. Fourth on the outside Satin Silhouette. Then Michael Blue Chip held up on the inside of Milleray, followed by Rolls and Rolls, Rothcliffe, then Herberton, My Friendly Guy, and Constantina's last. At the 500 down the back it's Pulaski being held together, just shading High Road. 4 metres away on the outside of Satin Silhouette, followed by Perfect Ace. Milleray now pulls out 3 wide, forcing Rolls and Rolls 4 out. No run for Michael Blue Chip. Then My Friendly Guy, Rothcliffe, Herberton second last, and 1 off the fence is Constantine last. On the home turn at the 200, High Road a neck in front of Pulaski, about to be given full bore. Milleray out 3 wide, gets to third, running home fairly, followed by Perfect Ace under pressure. Then Satin Silhouette, Rolls and Rolls at the 100, High Road. He's a metre in front. Pulaski asked to do something. He's bridging the gap. Now he put his nose in front with Milleray coming over the top of them on the outside. Milleray draws to Pulaski, and Milleray has got up and beaten Pulaski. Photo for third. Constantine out wide has flown close up High Road. Then Michael Blue Chip and Perfect Ace. My Friendly Guy in behind them, followed by Rothcliffe, Satin Silhouette, Rolls and Rolls, and Herberton has run last.
Right, 6, 11 and 8 with those placings there, race number 1 at Moonee Valley. Still no news from Penrith or at Wentworth Park. Those 2 race meetings have been held up indefinitely due to a power failure in Sydney. Now let's have a look at what's happening in Brisbane for race number 1 as we take
Blue light is up, racing now. Childwood Dell from gate number 2 came out very quickly, and Magnum Magic is showing plenty of speed shortly after the start. Myret Butler jumped away well as settling down in third place from Born to Star, enjoying a nice run through the field. Red Century 3 wide on the first turn from Waiparam, who's drifting back along the rails. They're followed by Choice Dolly, third last. A length and a half to Roustabout from Franco Adam, and Lightning Tiff is 6 or 7 lengths behind them at the rear. Into the first turn, and it's Magnum Magic in front, but Myret Butler is zooming up on the outside and heading towards the 1600. Myret Butler now runs to the front by a length and a half on Childwood Dale, who's trotting forward to face the breeze. The lead time 36.2. Magnum Magic tucked away in third place, and Born to Star is fourth, 1 out and 1 back. Waiparam is fifth on the fence, 1 length to Choice Dolly, 1 by 2 on the running line. Roustabout worse than midfield on the fence, being covered by Franco Adam. Second last is Red Century, and Lightning Tiff tacks on at the rear of the field. Myret Butler comes towards the 1200 clear by 1 length on Childwood Dale, who's having a tough run facing the breeze. Magnum Magic travelling okay on the leader's back. Born to Star fourth, enjoying a nice run forward. First quarter of the mile in 31.8. Waiparam fifth offence, being covered on the outside by Choice Dolly. They're followed by Roustabout, Franco Adam. Red Century second last on the fence, and Lightning Tiff a half length behind them at the rear. On the turn out of the straight at the 900 metres mark, and the leader travelling okay in front, Myret Butler. Myret Butler by 1 length on Childwood Dale. Magnum Magic in third place, Born to Star fourth, being given every possible chance. Waiparam is fifth on the fence. Second quarter, 32.1. Then Choice Dolly. Roustabout awkwardly placed. Franco Adam third last at the 600. Red Century is second last, and Lightning Tiff at the rear. The leader, Myret Butler, has had a pretty easy run in front. LaFoe just getting busy now as Childwood Dale looms up on the outside. Myret Butler's under pressure. Born to Star is launching a claim 3 wide. Then Waiparam. Magnum Magic in a lot of trouble, held up for a run. Roustabout squeezing off the fence. Wide as Choice Dolly from Franco Adam, held up. Then Red Century and Lightning Tiff. Before the turn, Born to Star looms up on the outside of Childwood Dale and runs to the front. They're clear by 2 lengths on Roustabout. They're followed back behind them by Wiper Arm. Born to Star at the 100 in front from Childwood Dell. Roustabout making ground on the outside. Born to Star, Childwood Dell and Roustabout. Born to Star heading towards the outside. Childwood Dell kicking back. Roustabout blue. Three-way photo. Very close between Childwood Dell on the fence and Roustabout on the outside. Born to Star tied to run third. Then Wiper Arm, Choice Dolly, Franco Adam. Magnum Magic had no luck. Myret Butler compounded badly from Red Century. And Lightning Tiff, the last one across the line.
They said in Adelaide as we take you now to Pete.
They're away and racing, and Saratoga Springs and Candyland both began quickly on the inside. Genial Joe was also showing speed to the first turn, and Pacific Wonder in trouble back in the pack round the first turn, and the leader here on the inside, Candyland, still holding them out. You've got Saratoga Springs the centre. 4 wide, we own a Kenny driving on. Rippolite was even deeper. Genial Joe, which was 3 wide, is easing back. Brotherhood's right up behind them and one off the rails. Further back then, Solid again, well back on Settling, Call the Shots, and then about 25 metres away at the tail, Pacific Wonder. Down to the judge, they run the first time around. 2 laps out, Saratoga Springs has held them all out, led by a metre. Now, Genial Joe's found itself caught 3 wide. The lead time's 45.4, so we own a Kenny's going to land the 1-1, but it's got Brotherhood right on its back. Candyland's on the inside, then 4 metres further back, Solid again, then Call the Shots racing outside of a Ripolade, and Pacific Wonder at the tail. Into the back they head, and Saratoga Springs the leader by a couple of metres. In second placing on the outside, Genial Joe. Candyland with the run of the race. We own a Kenny's got the 1-1 Sweet Seat, but right on its back is Brotherhood. Further back then, Solid again. It's racing on the outside of a Ripolade. Another 4 metres then to Pacific Wonder, getting up on the inside, and this relegates the other one, Call the Shots, to the tail. Onto the home bend they swing. They've run the first quarter in 31.2, so the pace has been pretty good here from the outset. Saratoga Springs still the leader, 3 metres in front and loping along in front. In second placing, Genial Joe's had a tough run. Behind them, Candyland. We own a Kenny runs fourth. On its back, Brotherhood. Down on the inside of it, a Ripolite. Solid again's been sweating back in the field and is right on the back of the favourite. Down on the inside behind them, then we had Pacific Wonder, and last of all, Call the Shots as they make their way towards the back. 700 out. They've run the second quarter in 32.2, so they took a bit of a breather that quarter. Saratoga Springs is travelling all right though. 3 now, 4 metres on Genial Joe. We own a Kenny comes 3 wide. Brotherhood carts at home. Then Candyland now has Genial Joe on the rails in front of it. Candyland comes one off. Further back then a Ripolade. Solid against 2 with a job to do. And then Pacific Wonder, Call the Shots off the back. Saratoga Springs still the leader. 3 metres in front. We own a Kenny grinding home. Now Brotherhood about to be set alone. Further back in the field then Candyland into the clear, and wider out on the track. Solid again. Brotherhood's gone. It's dropping out sharply into the straight. Saratoga Springs the leader from We Own a Kenny. Candyland and now Solid again sprinting home. Saratoga Springs in front. Solid again flashing out of We Own a Kenny the centre. Solid again the outside. Might have got up. Solid again, or Saratoga Springs close up. We Own a Kenny. Then Candyland, they cleared out from a Ripolade. Call the Shots, Pacific Wonder, Brotherhood a shocker, and back there with it would be Genial Joe. Wonder if this favourite's pulled up, saw it all, Brotherhood.
Stand start event. Off the 30 metres, Kate's Comet. Front row come up. 10 metre markers move along. Only 5 off the front. 6 off the 10, 1 off the 20 and 1 off the 30. Liston Jane, led up by an attendant. She comes up, the track is cleared, and they make a perfect line and they're off. Liston Jane scrambled away. She's now galloping. Olga Miss away quickly with Good Fortune. Kate's Comet away quickly. Torch Song has missed it. Good Looking Bird fairly away. Liston Jane is now hitting her strap. She gets to fourth. She's going forward out wide. And on her outside in turn is Marketer Expo as Olga Miss leads early. Liston Jane out 3 wide is now whizzing around the outside with Marketer Expo wider out. 4 metres away, Good Fortune the inside, followed by My Skite. 8 metres to Our Better Luck, followed by Bobby McGee. Robert Lasses 6 metres away, followed by Angela Rose, Good Looking Bird, Kate's Comet, and Torch Song, who missed the start, is some 20 metres away. Travelling down the straight at the 1800. The leader, Olga Miss, now steadies by almost 4 metres. 2 on the outside, Marketer Expo. Third, Good Fortune. Liston Jane has the cover only for a stride. Angela Rose pulled to the outside, but My Sky now came out in front of her. Then Bobby McGee on the rail, trailed up in turn by Rabbit Lass. Our Better Luck is 3 metres away. Kate's Comet is second last. Third last, the rail, Good Looking Bird. And Tort Song about to tack up is 8 metres away. Out of the straight they race out the 1600. Olga Miss in front for the first circuit went fairly quickly. Drawing up on the outside, Angela Rose now into second placing. Good Fortune, the leader's back. My Sky with now cover fourth, trailed up in turn by Marquita Expo. On their insides is Bobby McGee, followed by Rabbit Lass, who races 4 back on the rail. Then Liston Jane, who had the cover early, now works up to be 4 back on the outside. 2 metres to Good Looking Bird, followed by Our Better Luck, Kate's Comet. And Tort Song is last, and about 50 metres at cover leader to last. 1,100 metres out. In front is Olga Miss. She's been there from the outset by almost 3 metres. At her wheel is Angela Rose. 1 metre back, and third is Good Fortune with a nice trail. My Sky fourth. Fifth to rail, Bobby McGee. 2 metres to Marquita Expo. On the rail is Rabbit Lass, followed by Liston Jane 3 metres away. 2 metres to Good Looking Bird. Our Better Luck is third last, 1 off the rail, trailed up by Kate's Comet, and 5 metres to Tort Song. Out of the straight they race at the 800. Olga Miss still in front, almost 4 metres. Good Fortune, the leader's back. A neck away, Angela Rose on the outside, followed by Bobby McGee needing ground. On its outside, fifth is My Sky, trailed up by Marquita Expo. On the rail is Rabbit Lass. Good Looking Bird comes 1 off the fence as Marquita Expo pulls to the outside with Liston Jane from Our Better Luck. Kate's Comet, and 6 metres away, Tort Song. Towards the 450 they race. Olga Miss over 5 metres in front. Angela Rose looked beaten. My Sky 3 wide under pressure. Good Fortune gets to the leaders back again in plenty of time, about to see daylight. Marquita Expo pulls to the extreme outside. Liston Jane is the widest runner. Bobby McGee comes off the rail from Good Looking Bird, held up with Rabbit Lass, Our Better Luck, Kate's Comet and Tort Song. At the 180, Olga Miss over 5 metres in front. Good Fortune tries hard. Our Better Luck is down the inside and coming home. Liston Jane, followed by Good Looking Bird late, but Olga Miss broke away near the line, and Olga Miss will lead throughout. Olga Miss wins at about 6 metres. Out wide, Good Looking Bird, I reckon, has run second. Tight third, Rabbit Lass, maybe a nose to Good Fortune. Close up, Our Better Luck. Then Bobby McGee, Kate's Comet. In behind them, Liston Jane, followed by Tort Song, Angela Rose, My Sky, and Marquita Expo is run last.
2:11 a photo. They race 2 at Moonee Valley now.
Ready to go for the Lawson State. They're racing. A good even line out. Lonesome Me and Sky Tonight began well from Penny League, and on the outside Oakley Bale from Star Cash. Out of the straight, Sky Tonight gets a half length in front of second Penny League, the fence, and out wide pressuring for the front was Oakley Bale. 2 further back, Winchester Lad, followed by Lonesome Me, and 8 to Star Cash. 3 lengths second last, Clover's Pick, and last of all, Hopes and Dreams. At the top turn, it's Oakley Bale in front now by a length and a half on Penny League. Sky Tonight in reverse, moving up into third, Winchester Lad, but it's all Oakley Bale racing clear over the last 50. Oakley Bale wins by 3 lengths. Oakley Bale first, second was Penny League, third Winchester Lad, followed by Lonesome Me. Behind those came Sky Tonight, followed by behind those came Star Cash with Clover's Pick, one of the last ones in.
Right, 8-1-4 those placings there, 8-1 and 4. Ascot, let's update the market on race 8, number 1.
Set. Racing in the last of the afternoon, away they go, and they jumped out as one. Intrepid Trader, Fraud's Way won the start. Proud Cossack got out well. Split Images got pace, and Dirty Pack behind him. A length away, Kiwi Tiger, Mavros and Sayari. Around them, Gilzarine, they're strung out, they're going hard. A couple, Sir Shotgun, True Sedator, well back Egyptian Gold, Break the Habit, Fine Whiskey, and Answer Me Yes, last of all. About 18 lengths off the leader, down the side at the 1,000. Intrepid Trader, a half on Dirty Pack, 1 Fraud's Way, Split Image in the box seat, 1 Proud Cossack, Kiwi Tiger outside him, pulled out 3 wide, a length on Mavros, Gilzareem, Sayari, 1 to True Sedator, Fine Whiskey off, then Sir Shotgun, Break the Habit, Answer Me Yes, and Egyptian Gold is last of all. 700 to go, and the leaders have done it tough. Intrepid Trader, a half on Dirty Pack, Kiwi Tiger, out 3 wide around the outside. outside of Split Image. Fraud's Way. Gilzar Ream easing clear. Trucidata right off the track for the run. Then Mavros, Break the Habit, Proud Cossack. Answer Me Yes out very wide. And then Sayari, Sir Shotgun, and back last of all as they turn the corner and straighten up for the run home. As they turn then is Sir Shotgun around the bend, and Gilzar Ream gave Dirty Pack Windburn. Fine Whiskey wider out letting go, and then Break the Habit. Answer Me Yes down the outside. Gilzar Ream shot clear of Break the Habit and Fine Whiskey, and Gilzar Ream wins by 2 lengths to Break the Habit. Fine Whiskey third, Answer Me Yes fourth, then Mavros followed by Trucidata. Next in was Split Image. He didn't.
Right, 9, 6 and 17 as they race now at Albion Park. Here is Damien.
In third place, but caught wide from Happy Return on the first turn. Another Henry in midfield on the outside of Southside Park from Rage and Lass and Princess Emma. Times Precious drifting back to be second last, and being restrained towards the rear of the field as Apollo's approach. Eldex is 4 lengths behind them after doing things wrong at the start. Down the back on the first occasion, heading towards the 1600. Champion Thirst went to the front. It's Champion Thirst clear by a half length on Black Jaguar. 36.5 the lead time. Shankaround tucked away in third place. Another Henry fourth, 1 by 1 on the outside of Happy Return. Rage and Lass is 1 by 2 on the running line. Then Southside Park being covered by Times Precious. Princess Emma third last on the rails. Second last Apollo's approach, and Eldex tacking on at the rear of the field. Heading towards the 1200, Champion Thirst in front, but only by a neck on Black Jaguar, who's edging a little closer now. Shankaround in third place. Another Henry enjoying the run of the race, fourth, 1 by 1. First quarter of the mile in 32.1. Happy Return, fifth offence from Rage and Lass, 1 by 2 on the running line. Then Southside Park from Times Precious, Apollo's approach, Princess Emma, and Eldex still last as they head towards the 900. Less than a circuit to go. Champion Thirst has been in top from almost the outset. Champion Thirst by a neck on Black Jaguar. Shankaround in third place. Another Henry fourth and poised to pounce. Then Happy Return from Rage and Lass. Second quarter, 32.1. Southside Park buried away on the fence, being covered by Times Precious. Apollo's approach 3 wide, starting a run from Princess Emma. Eldex is last as they travel towards the 500. Champion Thirst and Black Jaguar, they are matching motors. Black Jaguar doing the better. On the outside, another Henry and Rage and Lass. They're starting their runs together. Shankaround coming off the fence from Apollo's approach. Then Times Precious from Southside Park, heading towards the 300. Another Henry and Rage and Lass. A Rage and Lass on the outside going to the front. Black Jaguar in the centre is fighting on well. Champion Thirst is just behind them. Then Shankaround coming to the outside. Another Henry under pressure, I don't think can win. Rage and Lass and Black Jaguar. Here comes Shankaround on the outside. Shankaround is looming up. He hit the front 50 metres out. Shankaround, Rage and Lass, Black Jaguar. They split it. Shankaround. Shankaround just wins. Shankaround first. Rage and Lass second. Black Jaguar a tough run for third. Another Henry got going again in the straight to run fourth. Then Southside Park, Eldex a good run. They were followed by Happy Return, who had no luck. Champion Thirst tied well back. Apollo's approach and Princess Emma and Times Precious were the last two across the line.
Okay, so the winner there, 5.
Set to go. 22:30's Dispatch, they're off and racing, and Regal Melbourne began very well on the inside, and it looks like it'll have little trouble in holding the lead. Nothing really working across from out wide, so Regal Melbourne does lead. Now Luke Oro's caught 3 deep. Bronzer in the centre, High Chems on the inside behind the leader settling down. They are followed further back by Cadellaway well from the second row. Bags of Cash is quickly onto its back. Further back then Cash Bonus caught wide's had to ease out of it. In front of it Arturo Boy. Down on the inside Malago. Achiever another one that eased out of it in the early stages, and back to the tail has gone Eskimo Prince. They race down the straight and Regal Melbourne has held the lead with very little pressure too. It's 4 or 5 in front. High Chem the inside. Bronzer the favourite caught facing the breeze. And Cadell ends up with the 1-1. Malago on its inside. Then 4 metres away, Bags of Cash. Eskimo Prince saving a bit of ground. The lead time's only 47.9. Then Arturo Boy following it Achiever. 5 or 6 metres to Bags of Cash, and 5 metres last of all was Luke Oro. They head into the back now with 11 3/4 to run, and Regal Melvin led 3 metres. In second placing Bronze Rua. High Chem with the run of the race behind the leader. It is right up on the bit though, in fact starting to pull High Chem. Cadell in the 1-1 trail, it's getting a lovely run. Malago on the inside, then 4 metres away Bags of Cash. Eskimo Prince on the rails, covering it Arturo Boy. Still third last Achiever, second last Cash Bonus, and last of all Luke Oro. Well, there really hasn't been much to tell you about in this race because there's been very little happening. Although now as I speak there's a couple coming from the back, and the leader is Regal Melvin, 2 metres in front of Bronze Rua running second. They only went 33-1 the first quarter. High Chem's on the inside, Cadelli outside. Further back then Bags of Cash. Malago needs a lot of luck. Now Achiever comes 3 wide. It's looking for a trail but there's none coming. Arturo Boy in the centre. Back on the inside then Eskimo Prince, and they are followed by Bags of Cash on the back of Achiever and Luke Oro at the tail. Making their way towards the back, it'll be a sprint home. Second quarter was 32.9, so they've walked early. And the leader is Regal Melvin, would want to have plenty left. 3 metres Bronze Rua on the rails. High Chem going half pace, can't get out. Cadell's had a lovely run, hasn't had to make its move yet. The inside Malago, Bags of Cash in the centre, Achiever out 3 wide. Then behind them Arturo Boy between horses on the rails. Eskimo Prince, Cash Bonus and Luke Oro. Leaving the back though, Regal Melvin kicked away. 5 metres in front. Through on the inside High Chem, Cadell 3 wide, Bronze Rua the centre. Further back Malago, and then Bags of Cash out wider on the track. Very deep Achiever. Eskimo Prince getting up behind them into the straight. Regal Melvin led 6 metres. High Chem into the clear, but the leader's going strongly. Then Bronze Rua, Malago, Eskimo Prince, but Regal Melvin will win. Regal Melvin wins 4 metres. High Chem second, 6 metres Malago third. Then Bronze Rua, Bags of Cash, Eskimo Prince, Arturo Boy, Cash Bonus, Achiever wide, Cadell disappointing, and Luke Oro last in.
All right, the winner number 1 there, over number 8 and 13 on race 2 at Globe Derby, 1, 8 and 13 on the second. This is Sky.
Image goes up with Kroll. The tote favourite 340 is number 5, African Tower. They're set. Ready and racing. Beginning well in the middle, African Tower was Sonic Image, and out wide was Sin Bin with Mac Dera. Out of the straight, or checking there was African Tower. They've all gone very wide. Sonic Image in bad bother as African Tower went a miss, and Kroll was in bad trouble also. Down the back, and Sin Bin now headed by Mac Dera out wide. 2 lengths third was Admiral Sam. 5 further back, Classic Chariot, followed by Mickey Milo from Sonic Image, and a long way back to Kroll and African Tower. Around the home turn, Mac Dera goes for home. It's out by 3 on Sin Bin. Mac Dera in front. Sin Bin won't get it. Mac Dera wins well from Sin Bin. Photo third, Admiral Sam or Mickey Milo. Followed next by Classic Chariot and Sonic Image. Second last was Kroll, and failing to finish was African Tower. 8-7 into photo after the second event. Number 8, Mac Dera.
A race of chances, and they're all set. Ready, racing. Huey Bray showing speed from 1. He leads early. From on the outside, Andy Bush, and 3 out is Hilton Goldie. Then Timmy 2 on settling 4th. Gallant Action out 3 wide. Awesome Gary makes ground the fence, followed by Gordon Gecko, Multi-Strike. Clever Princess second last, and Imperial Atom is last. Huey Bray leads after travelling the first 300 metres by 5 metres to Andy Bush. Awesome Gary pokes up to be third, the leader's back. Off the track is Hilton Goldie, trailed up in turn by Gallant Action, then Timmy 2 in the centre. On the fence is Gordon Gecko, followed by Multi-Strike, Imperial Atom, and Clever Prince dropped out the last at the 1800. Awesome Gary, he's pulling double, so he angles one off the fence. He draws up within a neck of the leader, Huey Bray, 2 circuits out. Getting to a clear third is Andy Bush. Hilton Goldie races 3 wide. Well, he can't get in. He's trailed up in turn by Gallant Action. Then Gordon Gecko making ground now to be 4th on the leader's back out of the straight at the 1700. Timmy 2 in the running line. Imperial Atom now 3 back on the rail. Third last is Gallant Action. He's 3 wide. With cover, though, on the back of Hilton Goldie. Multi-Strike is second last, 1 off the rail and 6 metres away, Clever Prince. Along the back of the lap and a half mark, it's Huey Bray narrowly in front, being joined and shaded by Awesome Gary. Well, he's absolutely pulled his head off, so now Brian Gath is letting him stride, and he races to the lead on the top turn at the 1250. Awesome Gary in front now by 6 metres to Huey Bray. Andy Bush now caught without cover, and he's inside as Gordon Gecko. Timmy 2 now now 1 by 1. Hilton Goldie still posted deep. Imperial Adam locked away on the rail, 2 metres to Multi-Strike. Second last is Gallant Action on the back of Hilton Goldie, and Clever Prince one off the rail as last. 1,000 to go down the straight. Awesome Gary, he leads by 4 metres. Now from second last, Gallant Action pulls out 4 wide. Up on the outside, Andy Bush 2 metres away second, and drawing up now within a metre of Awesome Gary with a lap to go. Gallant Action makes ground 3 wide now to third. Then Huey Bray on the rail, followed by Timmy 2. Hilton Goldie has been 3 wide from the outset, followed by Multi-Strike, Gordon Gecko. Imperial Adam badly held up, second last, 4 back on the rail. He's pulling awfully hard, and Clever Prince is last. Down the back at the 600, Awesome Gary. He leads by 3 metres to Andy Bush. He's done it the hard way. Gallant Action's under pressure out 3 wide. Huey Bray locked up on the leader's back. Timmy 2 pulls to the outside 4 wide. So Imperial Adam comes one off the fence. He's still pulling awfully hard. The driver laying flat strap out the back. Multi-Strike now pulls to the outside. Then Gordon Gecko, Clever Prince and Hilton Goldie dropping out of it. But Awesome Gary, he comes to the home turn at the 200, 4 metres in front.